I have been basically just reflecting on the nature of my brain and rewiring my brain. And I've come to the realization that I have not been comfortable enough with the idea of polarity. As a person who grew up like most other people in pretty Abrahamic religion households, Christianity, all of that other, I've realized that we've been fed this concept of one, God existing outside of ourselves. And then two, there being some devil that's out to get us, and that if this devil manages to get us, that God is going to punish us for eternity. And I think that's a lie, and I know it's a lie. Polarity exists like everything else in this universe. It's quite literally the law of rhythm. You have to have two sides of an experience in order for them to coexist, because you need contrast. So I now understand this and apply it to my life, and I don't feel like offing myself when something goes wrong, because like, bro, that's how it's literally how it's supposed to be. You have to have good to have bad. You have to have up to have down. Like, it's all interlinked, bro. All of that is a lot deeper than we think it is. And it's so crazy because, like, full transparency, guys, I lost someone who I thought was a friend. I mean, it was an online friend, so like, did it really matter? But yeah, it kind of did. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I had a feeling it wasn't gonna last, simply because I can tell when I'm not really in alignment with somebody. You see how all the animals start making noises? But yes, I can tell when I'm not in alignment with somebody, and it just wasn't aligning. But it's okay, because like, bro, shit happens, I guess. Now, did I handle it the most mature way? I don't know. That's up for whatever God you believe in to judge me on. This is cuter. This is a way cuter angle. But I have come to the realization that I've been spending so much of my time deciding if I am a good enough person or if I am a kind enough person, and trying to run from bad and feeding myself the experience of only experiencing good, which just like isn't real. That's not real. It's not realistic. A heartbeat stops and starts and stops and starts. Bro, people who make large amounts of money have to decide if, bro, taking this much of a financial risk is worth the reward that's going to come with it. There's always some type of like pullback before you get catapulted forward. And I think, baby, these last couple of years have felt like a pullback. I think all the bad I've experienced that I think was working against me was actually just the experience before I cross over to what I actually really want. And it's so crazy because once you have full like understanding of this, you start to look at the world a lot differently, and you start to feel internally differently. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's really not about how the world looks, it's about how you feel, bro. Every day that I wake up and I feel like a better version of myself, every day that I wake up and I can feel my subconscious mind shifting, I'm like, this is the life. This most definitely is the life. And so for me, I think when I'm in the space of experiencing polarity, what works the best for me is basically just doing things that ground myself in who I know I am. Like, if I'm stressing, I need to go take a bath. I need to go read a book. I need to go drink a cup of my favorite tea. Oh my gosh. My favorite way to call in luxury is Earl Grey tea. That is like the best tasting tea ever. I don't know what they put in it, but you could tell a queen and a king is meant to drink that drink. I love that drink. But yes, oh my gosh. And then honestly, just like, bro, healthy ways about going about polarity. I'm not gonna lie. As I get older, I'm becoming more aware of when bad things happen to me. I'm very reactionary. And honestly, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of propaganda. I feel like you should be able to express your emotions, have your emotions, and bro, let niggas know, hey, what did I sit on? That hurts. People should know when they have you messed up, because like, people rarely hear about themselves. A lot of the times people expect for you to just accept whatever BS they're throwing and go on about it because they think you're a weak frequency. No, absolutely not. If someone does you wrong, use your voice and talk about it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That is something we learned in elementary school, I thought. Hello. Oh, that butterfly is so pretty. I know it'll come to me if I concentrate hard enough. He's on that leaf over there. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys hear me from down here? I'll wait. Oh my gosh, do we like this? I feel like this is very fitting for how I feel right now. Like, sometimes life just feels like this. Yeah, guys, like, truthfully, spiritually, you have to have good and bad. Like, there's a certain point of acceptance where you understand that both of them have to happen in order for you to have any form of existence, and you just reach a flow state of peace. And I know it's not about thinking, it's about knowing. You could think about a lot of shit, but you only know what you know. I know. Bro, there's a frequency shift. It's a frequency shift, at least for me and my collective, and the people who are aligned with me. It's something that's different. It's so different. And that's why something was intuitively telling me, like, don't say too much on the media, step back, wait for this, da 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 da. And I'm like, am I fear-mongering myself? But no, I'm not gonna lie. I've been talking to other people who also understand what's going on. It's a certain feeling in the air right now where like the decisions you make are really important, you know? And like you can kind of feel when, bro, every human has an internal compass. Every human has a degree of consciousness, but our levels of awareness vary based off of who you are, how you were raised, and what you do to expand your awareness. I do believe that there are a certain gifted people that we won't get too much into, that everyone knows is the peak of awareness, but you know, everyone wants equality and one consciousness and whatever else. So if that's what niggas want to believe in, hey bro, we all have free will. But I'll tell y'all like this, it's some levels of spirituality that can and can't be played with, and I feel like I'm reaching that point where I've always been at that point, truthfully, where niggas couldn't play with me. But now that I'm becoming stronger and I'm understanding that this isn't the devil trying to get me, bro, it's the opposite experience, because that's what the world is about. I have a new understanding of the world. Like, bro, something bad happens to me and I'm like, whoa, that's a sign that it's good on the way. And like, yeah, bro, you just have to go really low. Like, you have to go really low, but you can't stay there. And you have to know that there's another high coming. And like, every time I speak, I know I'm meant to be a speaker and speak about my experience because somebody understands me and relates to me. But I just feel like it's corny. Like, it's not corny, but like, I know the information. So I'm like, this is information that I learned from somebody else. So what does me putting up my camera talking do for another person? Like, you know, but it's self-concept. And that's where I'm thinking, let's move this. It's basically self-concept. I have realized that the only thing holding me back has been, but it's always been me. And I would never hold myself back. So clearly, I just had a subconscious pattern that I was unaware of, but now I'm aware of it. And I am going to continue to create my reality. And not only am I going to create my reality, I'm going to defeat the people who are against what I believe in, because, yeah, no, I'm playing. I don't have nobody to defeat. I'm not gonna lie, hoes can't. They don't want to battle with me. But no, for real though, live your life and remember that you're in control, dude. A future version of me is popping right. The current version of me is popping right now. There's a future version of me that's even more popping. Why? Because I line, I choose, I decide, and all of that extra shit literally doesn't matter.